Many young memoir writers don't have a lot of life experience, but they want to write about their pasts. Maybe it's even something that happened last year, not 10, 20 years ago. And here's a good example of a day to day kind of story. And I love the day to day story that has deep meaning to it. So in this story, one of my clients was writing about going to Starbucks with her mother. I mean, it sounds like nothing interesting could happen at Starbucks, right? You just go in there, you buy your coffee. What's going to happen? And it's interesting as they go, she goes with her mom and, gets a grande latte, a vanilla latte. And then she goes to put all this sugar in her coffee. And then her mother says, "What the hell are you doing? You're going to get diabetes like your father." And it's like, she says here, she almost never speaks to me that way, except for when I've done something really bad. So the author feels speechless and caught off guard. They go back to the car, and then her mother snaps again, saying, "You're going to kill yourself eating so much sugar." So here we have an everyday story, everyday scene, but there's something elevating it, some tension here, even though it's just a Starbucks coffee, right, with some sugar in it. They get into an argument. She's saying, "Why are you so mad?" Her eyes get red and well up with tears, her mother's eyes. And then suddenly, this day-to-day, simple, everyday story, it gets its real meaning here. She says, "I'm sorry," she weeps, "but it's just that I don't know how much time I will have left. And I want to make sure I teach you everything in time, just in case." And then here we get the physical reaction of the author, heart pounding, chest feels tight. She says, "Don't you say that." Oh, she almost says that. We look at each other, both still sobbing. My long dark hair sticking to my wet cheeks, I am out of breath. We sit in the plaza parking lot crying. I let my latte go cold. So see how that everyday event, I mean, many of us, we have these seemingly small moments, but she has blown it up so vividly and in such detail. And that quotation about the mother, saying she doesn't know how much time she has left and wants to teach her everything. Even the idea of just teaching her not to put a lot of sugar in her coffee. I mean, to me, that's moving. It's not about gunshots and murder and terrorist attacks and things like that. It's just the day-to-day blown up with such moving detail. So if you're young, you don't have a lot of big things that have happened in your life, grand things. Look to these kind of moments, and I think this is a good example of one of those moments. Even a Starbucks run with your mother, maybe there's something that's bigger and more meaningful, even than those day-to-day events.